Okay, welcome everyone to the Crossroads webinar. I am so excited to be here with you and my dear friend and fellow NLP master, Jeanne Zierhoffer, who's with us today. My name is Brigitta. I am the CEO of the Center of NLP. Welcome. This webinar is for NLP practitioners and ongoing NLP masters, because as an NLP practitioner, I'm pretty sure, Jeanne, that you can relate to that. You continuously, now you have these lenses, right? And you continuously want to learn more, implement it better, see how you can dive deeper into the subject, maybe for your personal life, maybe for your business life. So this is how you can become an even better practitioner of NLP. And practitioner only means that how you are practicing it, how are you implementing it in your personal and your business life. So today's webinar is introducing the online course that's coming up, Crossroads of NLP, as you are choosing your path. And you'll get a taste of some of our most advanced NLP content right here on this webinar. So NLP practitioners, you're at a crossroads in your NLP journey because you'd like to achieve more success in your business life or in your personal life, as I already said, and you're getting to that stage of mastery. You have probably heard the 4 stages getting to mastery. There's the unconscious incompetence. That's really, you don't even know what you don't know yet. And then you go, you start going on that journey. You find a great center of NLP, and then you go into the, oh, now I know what I don't know, the conscious incompetence. That's a really weird and very uncomfortable stage to be in, but you don't have to stay there long. As you're going into the deeper learnings of NLP, you get to that conscious competence. Now you know, ooh, I got this, right? I learned it, I got it, it's mine now. And the more you practice it, the more you pour into yourself, the more you implement it, the more you learn about it, the deeper you go into the advanced patterns of NLP, you get to that stage of unconscious competence. That is the level of true mastery. That is when someone wakes you up at 3 o'clock at night and asks you anything around an NLP strategy, and you're like, yeah, this, right? That is true mastery. That's when you can truly recite on the good that you can do with NLP. So now is the time to choose your path. You might or might not have been doing really well with NLP, depending on how much have you practiced, have you implemented. Now is that time to choose your path. And the easy path leads to stagnation. It is the challenging paths that leads to growth, achievement, and mastery. So the question is, which one will you choose? Like I said, my name is Brigitta. I'm the CEO of the Center of NLP. I'm a mother. I'm the fast track female trainer for the largest self-development company in the world. I was the lead coach for said company, and I am coaching one-on-one or group coaching, which we just finished a group coaching call just now. So I love to coach. I love to be a mentor to others and create those win-win wins for people that are in my care, that are looking up to me to learn from me about NLP. And I'm also a mom, 19-year-old and 16-year-old daughters. They are, I'm very proud, and they're successful in their own little universe, in their own lives. But today is not about me. Today is about you. And I am so honored that I have a specialist here with me who has been on her own journey through NLP, Miss Jeanne Zierhoffer. Jeanne is a wonderful trainer. She is one of the trainers for the bank methodology. She just finished a 5-day course in California. And Jeanne and I, and she'll tell the story of how we met. Jeanne and I go way back. So Jeanne, welcome to this webinar.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited for the awareness that NLP brings to me in my life, and not just my business, my personal life, and all of it, because, people will ask, are you a business coach or a life coach? Well, they're the same. because business is life and life is business. And I just giggle at that one. And Brigitta and I met, a few years ago. We'll just leave it at that. And when we first met, it was at the beginning of my journey, and she was probably midway into hers. We may have both been at the beginning. And as lifelong learners and people that grow, I choose to grab information and implement it before I grab more information. And that's how I grow. And we were at a training together, and I was just thrilled with her delivery of information. I just loved the way Brigitta delivered information. And I went over to her early in my journey here, and I asked her a question. Don't even remember what the question was. It was really just a whatever question. What I didn't know was she had a headset on. I couldn't see it. I was new to this training and headset and whatever business. And she pointed at me, pointed at the headset, and said, "I don't have time for you." Literally, she had on, 5-inch spike heels, if you know Brigitta. And literally, like, ripped my face off, threw it on the floor, and stepped on it. And I went, oh my gosh, I so was, I don't want to say looking up to you, but I was so enthralled with the way you delivered information and wanted to get to know you. And that point in time, I said, oh no, nope, we are going nowhere together. And then that night, I had a dream. It was really a nightmare about you and me. And there was somebody else, because, when you dream in different colors and shades, and there was bright colors behind us. And lo and behold, a few years later, we were both on stage together, and bright colors behind us. We were teaching and training bank together. Yeah. And today, you're not only my coach and my mentor, however, you're also one of my trainers and my teachers. And now we work together because I didn't close that door. I didn't know what was going on in your map of the world, nor did you realize how important that question was to me. And it wasn't about the question. It was about our behavior at the time. I took it personally, which it had nothing to do with me, which I know today. And you were just wherever you were at. I'm not going to project that. I have no idea. And understanding that and growing together. Yeah. With using the tools with NLP, using the strategies that we use, and it's the awarenesses of NLP.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're right. And there's the good news is here, and the happy ending of the story, and it's not really an ending, it's an ongoing journey, right? Is that I continue to learn, that you continue to learn, and everyone that's watching this continues to learn, continues to pour into themselves. And you can only learn from people. Well, let me rephrase that. Some people, a lot of people, look at some gurus, some self-announced gurus on YouTube or social media because they got a Facebook ad or a Google ad or whatever kind of ad. And just because it's a shiny object and it looks great, are you really vetting the people that you look up to, and look behind the whole shininess, and look behind the facade, if you will, of the advertisement and of the social media hype that's going on. And within the Crossroads, Jeanne, we talk about, and we do some, really great hands-on experiences. We ask, or we go through the strategy of, are you a true lineage holder? What does that mean to you?
So for me, being a true lineage holder is, so there's me, and I was trained by a master trainer, which is you, who is part of or owner of the Center of NLP in Atlanta, who is first lineage with
Life Roland,
who
learned from Richard Bandler, who's the founder of NLP.
So for me, that's really important. That's really important, to be trained by the creator or the founders or the fathers of what we're doing, and make sure that who we're teaching, training, and helping also act with integrity and ethics.
Yeah, I think that's a big, big part. Looking at the lineage and looking, is there a true lineage continuing, so that your journey that you're on in learning and really implementing has credibility, has I want to use the word pure, but I'm just going to use it, right? Is it pure? Is it rich? Or is it just a shiny object with a few carrots dangling, but not giving you all of the information about NLP that you're looking for, right? And we, so True Lineage is one exercise that we do within Crossroads, amongst many, many others. And then we also teach an advanced content within Crossroads with the defense against the dark arts. So the defense against the dark arts goes right into that shiny object. Are people programming you to buy their product, for you to buy their product? Are they deceiving you into buying the product or the service? Are they truly delivering what they say they're delivering? Or is it just a win, right? Often, specifically when we talk about NLP, and I'm invited to podcasts and talk about NLP, people hear about manipulation, right? They hear NLP and they think manipulation. Well, the difference between manipulation and influence, and having advanced strategies on influence, is the intention behind it. And that's it. And I'm going to say that again. The difference between manipulation and influence is the intention. And that's it. So if the intention is, there's one win, and that's for me, and you got to buy my service or my product, that is one win, and that's manipulative, right? So often you feel there's something out of whack. My gut feeling just says something's off, but you can't put your finger on it. We're going to put a whole lot of lights on that with the 20 strategies, the 20 points within that strategy that we teach. But then as a center of NLP, we look at a win-win-win. We don't just leave it at a win-win, which that would be great, a win for you, a win for us, awesome, right? But we really look at a win-win-win. The intention is that you win, that we win, and the people that we're connected to, our community, your business, your team, my team, whoever that may be. Now we're creating that much bigger ripple that really makes an impact in life. And that's a win-win-win. And that's when true influence happens. And it's in integrity. How do you feel about that, Jeannie?
You know, that was the biggest part for me with getting involved with NLP, because I originally was introduced to NLP, and I definitely was very uncomfortable. My stomach was doing backflips, and I said, well, wait a minute, there's the influence versus there's the non-influence. This is all about one person winning. And I saw it right there from the very beginning. And I actually went over to you and I said, something's happening here. I don't like it. Please explain to me what's happening here. And we saw this roll out. And so when I started learning NLP and implementing NLP, there was that agreement, right? The agreement that I would use it for good and influence to help others grow. And when you were talking in the beginning, I had to laugh. So you were talking in the beginning about, you know, the social media and what people are putting out there. And I quickly went to, you know, the movie, The Wizard of Oz, right? They have the movie, The Great Oz. What was he? Some guy behind a little tiny curtain, right?
Yes.
So who is that great and powerful Oz behind the curtain? And does that person deserve your trust?
Yeah. That's a great question to ask yourself, and not fearing away from looking behind that curtain and really making, I think we now, Jeannie, live in a time where everything is so quick and at your fingertips that we often just take things at face value. But because they're out there and they're so quick at our fingertips, we cannot just take it at face value. That's when we got to look at, you know, how credible are these people? Are
Where do
they
they come
truly
from?
falling in true lineage? You know, what do they bring to the table that really makes them what they say makes them?
Yeah, you know, the research that just isn't happening right now. And it doesn't take long to do that and
Right,
double check.
right, exactly.
And
So,
when, you know, put
you know,
yourself first.
absolutely. When we look at the defense against the dark arts, we talk about programs, and you know, there's a program already in the term NLP, neuro linguistic programming, and wherever there is a program in place, and you first have to be aware of that there is a program that is running you. You're probably not running the program; it's running you. So first and foremost, you got to be aware that there's that program in place that might have been running you for quite some time. The good news is that wherever there's a program, there's a counter program. Wherever there's a program, you can deprogram. But you first and foremost got to know that that program is running you. And then you got to know in the second awareness, you know, which program do I want to replace it with? We all run those programs. You've been programmed by advertisement to like the French fries of the Golden Arches better than anyone else, or to drink the brown liquid that tastes so refreshing over ice cubes. We've constantly have either programmed ourselves as we look in the mirror and we tell ourselves of how this, that, and the other we look, or we allow, you know, our spouse, our partner, our parents, our kids tell us things that have programmed us. Some of us have even been programmed by our own pets to feed them at a specific time. Okay. So we're constantly going through that kind of programming. And when you're aware of it, what's running it, you'll also see that you want to have a counter program or a deprogram for that. So as you see, this is only for a select few people that are NLP practitioners. This is not for everyone. And we do only have a very limited space within this course. We keep our courses at a small count for a reason, because we do a lot of exercises. It's very hands-on. And we go levels deep. And just like in karate or any other, you know, martial arts, there are belts, or as Tony Robbins says, there are steps that you've got to take, and you cannot skip those steps. So as a certified NLP practitioner, you have to earn those steps. You have to earn those belts. And there's so many levels within NLP. Your journey to become a master practitioner has just started with this advanced training, right? And it's all about that authority. It's all about the influence. It's all about the power with the win-win-win aspect. And it must be that. This material is so advanced that we won't just teach it to anyone. I'm going to say that again. We won't just teach this to anyone. If I get a gut feeling that this person that's in my room is going to use this for a win only, I will refund you your money gladly and send you on your merry way, because this is only for people with the highest integrity. That's why we're extending a personal invitation to you only. The content that we've prepared is content rich, and we rarely teach this material. So mark your calendars. It's going to be March 7th, which is a Monday, through March 18th, March 7th through the 18th, and it will be taught every day, Monday through Friday in the first week, and Monday through Friday in the second week. And each lesson within those 2 weeks builds on each. So it's not, you can take one or two. No, you got to take them all, right? They're in sequence. So March 7th through the 18th, 9 to 11 a.m. Pacific, or which translates to 12 to 2 p.m. Eastern time. So March 7th through the 18th, 9 to 11 Pacific, or 12 to 2 Eastern time. Monday through Friday. So we will not have a 2-hour call on Saturday or Sunday. This is a very, very important step for your on your journey to NLP mastery, and you cannot skip that step. As I said, there's only limited space, so make sure that you are following the path that I am laying out for you right now. As you are on your crossroads on your journey, which path will you take? The programmed one, or the one where you're creating your counter program? NLP practitioners, this is your time to make that choice. This is the best time for you to make the choice for 2022. Apply now, and I'm going to share with you right here what the link is. It is very simple, centerofnlp.com/product/crossroads of NLP. But I will also share it here with you in this link. And the universe rewards one thing and one thing only: those people that take action now. So Jeanne, thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you at the next Crossroads.